Hello and welcome back to Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics. You guys chimed in the other day, seen the video about the crystal reds I got that I brought in. And don't look at the big guys, those are the ones that I had before. So like that one in the middle, that's a little off-white. Yeah, it's just a plain old nothing. It's all these other little ones that are pure white. But they're doing great. I put them in the tank, dripped them for, I left. I dripped them in a bucket for, I don't know, like 6 hours, I think, maybe more. It was a long time, that's all I know. They didn't need to because the only thing that was off a little was the pH. It was a little high. So I had to drip them slow, put them in the pH they're supposed to be in. Other than that, I mean, they're super, super, super healthy. And the colors on them, it's just crazy how they get so white, or how they're bred to be so white. Like I said, don't look at that big one back there. Like this one on the Cholawood, Cola, Holywood, whatever you want to call it. They like it. I like getting it covered in that algae like that. I like getting the stuff in the tank covered in algae instead of the tank covered in algae, because then they can sit and eat off of everything in the tank, and the tank looks really presentable. So yeah, look at them all. They're really, really pretty. We all know, well, and if you don't, when these shrimp get older, they start to lose their color, so they'll show their age, but sometimes when you buy these, just plain crystal reds, they'll come sometimes darker, because they're a lower grade species of the Caridina. It's not a super high grade, because it's a mix. So if where you're getting them from isn't culling them and trying to make them as white as possible, they won't look like this. But, so I was told, they had these shrimp that are bred now to not throw, well, they're supposed to not throw anything but what you see. The parents they came from is what they're supposed to throw as offspring and nothing else. So I figure I'd order some, check them out, and just by the looks of them, they're incredible. But see, the thing is, I don't sell them for anything other than crystal reds. So that's all they are, is crystal reds. No matter how high the quality, it's just a crystal red to me. So it doesn't matter. I don't ever want to, deceive somebody and say, oh, these are pure reds. I don't do that. I really don't care to do that. I'll buy the shrimp and, sell them to you as they're supposed to be sold. I have no, now I'm not saying anybody's trying to get me to sell them as anything that they're not supposed to be. I'm just saying that it's such a high grade that they are. They're along the lines of a pure red line if it never throws anything but this pattern. But you can get pure red lines off of me. Crystal reds, crystal reds off of me at this quality for the same price as a crystal red. So I'm not charging any more to get this high quality. So it's up to you. If you want to have really nice crystal reds looking like this. Now look, some of you may say, yeah, I want all the white ones with just no red on them. We all know catching shrimp ain't easy. It ain't easy being greasy, so I'm going to do my best to give everybody some of everything that wants some shrimp. I'm not going to try to give one person every single Missouri looking or PRL perfect, just beautiful looking shrimp in here. So you're going to get a mix. But we all know also that if you call the shrimp, you're going to start getting more, the ones that you like. More of the desired colors. I mean, that's pretty. You can see, this is just this thing is so, it's a 3/4 inch, 1/2 inch maybe. And, the legs are nice, they're not just super clear, up toward the body they start to get darker. It's a really pretty shrimp. And he has, a decent amount of red on him. But there's, look at the side view. See if I can zoom in on this without it looking crappy. But yeah, look at that one. Oh, I can't. It won't. There's the focus. But look at that one. It has, just a little pattern on it. And then the one in the back right there, the smaller one, that's a good one there, too. That barely has anything on it. And this one over here just getting ready to turn. But that's what I'm saying. They're really, really, really pretty. And they're real, they're just, I like the white. That's why I like my Snow Whites. That's why I have so many of them. That's why, it's one of my favorites. And that's Dan Quaddick's fault, because he said it was his favorite. It's what got him into the hobby. And then I said, well, I would like some. He sent them to me, and I fell in love with them. So everybody go online and blame Dan for bringing such a perfect shrimp to the hobby. I know everyone has, well, not everyone, but a lot of people have them, so it's not like he did it, but he has a very high quality Snow White, so that's what I breed and sell, are his Snow Whites. Tons of my shrimp, I don't want to, sell my shrimp just because of who I buy them off of, but, if you know me, all my shrimp, 99.999% are homebred, except these ones I just brought in. And the fact of the matter is these are all for sale. But still, I'll breed some, and then, those, the ones that I import in will start, will become homebred. So there's those lines everybody likes. Starting to come in. That one's got one line. That's what I'm saying. They're so pretty. You can call them to get what you want, get a certain amount of lines. That would be a tough call. That would take a while to get, a whole tank of the same color. But, look at the leg color on that one, the bigger one. It's got red and some white spots. So, they have a good quality about them to where it's going down into the leg, too. They got pinky leg. Look at that one, boy. Let me see if I can zoom in without it getting too blurry. Or without me shaking too much. Look at that. Almost all red legs. How is that not super pretty? And so now you not only have a great looking shrimp, but you have one with really good genes. And that was the whole thing I was emphasized about these shrimp. And about the shrimp that I can start bringing in is the genes that they have. And how hard they've been. Yeah, look at that one. All red legs with white spots. Or that's food. But it's everything, that I was told, oh yeah, we got this, we got these high grade, we can get you this. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Because you can't believe everything until you see it. And I'm surely not going to tell you guys about it unless I check it out first. I'm not going to say, yeah, I'm going to have these great shrimp, and then they show up and they're garbage. And here's the other good thing. I hate, one of the biggest things I cannot stand is someone who sells you shrimp and they sell you all males or all females. I don't like that, because it doesn't enable you to experience what it feels like to have your shrimp get buried up and all this and that. So that's why I like to get juvies and smaller. Some of these are super, super small. But why I like to get them so small is because no one can separate. No one can say, oh, pull all those out, pull all this out. So the chances of you buying shrimp from me and getting males and females, I mean, it's a 50-50 instead of a 98 to 2. So I mean, I can't promise that I'm going to scoop you males and females, but at least when they come as all juvies and even smaller, no one can go through and pick them out. I mean, in my opinion, maybe they can, but I don't know. I would think not. So, but yeah, they're just so pretty. Oh, and all right, well, I'll talk a little about the tank. I usually don't do that, but all right, this is a really good moss from, of course, Dan Aquatics. Well, I shouldn't say of course, like you guys knew. But it's, I'm not exactly sure what type of moss it is, but it's really nice. You're not seeing it too well now because of the glare and stuff, but I've been tearing it apart. So it's coming back. This is, it's all real high right here because I've been tearing it apart to put in other tanks so the other shrimp. And plus, the more I could propagate it, then I could start selling it. But it grows at a good speed. Like I said, it's super pretty. If you could see the branches on it, like the little flowerings that it has, the new growth, it just grows and grows and grows and grows. But the thing is it was so huge, laying down. I mean, it took up half of a 20 long. So it came like all the way out here to the filter and all the way back. So when I flipped it over a little bit, like this spot right here was brown. So I left it turned over so it could all turn green again. But it's just a little spot. And then that stinking guppy grass. Oh my gosh, a couple pieces were in here from before I didn't get out. So then, okay, the soil, the substrate soil is, if you guys follow me, you know that I tried a bunch of different substrates for different shrimp to tell you, anything that works, anything that doesn't work, because, some people only tell you what works and what doesn't work for certain brands, so they can push you toward a certain brand. I don't do that. So, you need a certain substrate for certain shrimp. We all know this. Well, for certain shrimp, like crystal reds, I mean, you can put them on stuff that's not as powerful and doesn't really work the pH too much because, they're decent with their pH. It's under 7, but you don't have to worry about fighting to keep 6. So anyways, this substrate is, which I think is super cool, is samurai soil. I've come to learn that it doesn't keep it. It almost can't keep your substrate at 6. And some or more than some of the Caridina don't like it. So if you have it in the tank, they'll literally, more or less, you'll be able to tell they don't like it because they won't do nothing for you. So, I swap it out, put in Fluval, or I put in the Aqua Vitro. And that stuff's just incredible. I think it's incredible. It doesn't, you don't get any ammonia spike. No ammonia. I haven't gotten ammonia from anything except the Aqueon. The bigger balls, yeah, I'd stay away from those. Now, if you're using them for neocaridina, and you want plants, it works great. And the thing is, it looks super cool because it's, they're like perfect round spheres. I didn't want to say balls because I didn't want it to sound weird, but they're spheres perfect and they all interlock like a layer and then another layer. If you take time and lay it out, I mean, it looks super cool. But this stuff, as you see, it grows plants like you wouldn't believe. Oh, sorry for everything you see behind the tank. I'm remodeling. That's not black, that's a shadow, and chipping paint. But I'm ripping down all the walls because, again, if you guys follow my channel, my basement flooded. It backed up and Luke lost like 90% of his toys, so we're trying to come back and get it going with the shrimp and the family. So, anyways, so the plants grow crazy. I'm always clipping. If you see, they're all about the same height, and I repropagate. I put them in all different tanks. If you want to see this one, this is my orange eye blue tiger tank. with the samurai soil because, you know, it doesn't have to be crazy, you know, 6 in here. So, and they do really well. You know, look at them all over the place. I feed. Oh yeah. I was, I was making you guys a video a little bit ago, and I was filling up my Pleco tank, changed the water, filling it up, and it started to overflow. So I freaked out, went to go shut the water off and everything. Oh yeah, see, I keep fish with my. Those are my rice fish that breed, and they breed in this tank, and then I take the parents out and put them in another tank, and I raise the babies in here. And then I just move them and move them and move them. I do all my little nano fish like that. So don't everybody steal my ideas. But so yeah, I mean, look at the plants in here. Look at this stuff in Samurai. Look at crypts. I mean, it's just. Oh, here's that moss down there that looks cruddy, but it all looks like this when it comes in. Yeah, plants here, moss balls. Plants in the back. Look at this big, like, flaming one. It's real pretty. But it's just, now I have the wood in the center and, you know, give them something to pick at. They really like it. Oh, and then I'll show you that. You know, we have to talk about that too, but maybe in another video. But anyway, so here's the crystals I promised you guys I'd show you. I got plenty here. If you want to, let me know, because as of Monday, I have 4 more stores that... I mean, they might just take everything I have, and my whole shrimp room's going to be empty, so maybe not. But I'm going to try to bring, well, I'm not going to try. If I get them, I'm going to bring these extremely high-grade shrimp to you all the time. Is that little guy trying to molt? No, he was just scratching. Itching his pleopods, or I hope I said it right. Pleopods. But you know, if I have to bring in shrimp, man, I really didn't want to. I just wanted to. So here's my plan. If I have to start bringing in shrimp, I'll bring in shrimp, but then I'm going to have my homebred shrimp too. All the, you know, ones that I feed super high grade foods to. You know, bring them up in certain water parameters. You know, not something that I'm bringing in and running out the door, you know, or something like that. You know, I want to keep everything I've worked so hard for instead of just getting it to run it out to a store. I'm sure it won't take up that much and I won't lose that much. So, if you guys want shrimp, if you want super cool moss, let me know. You want shrimp, I got plenty of, oh, look at this. Now, here's the blue sapphires. I don't know if you guys ever seen Robbie Chan. Robbie Chan has these. And the blue is a dark blue. I don't know if you could see the back on that. Let me see. You know, like the yellows, the golden backs. Well, these are like blue backs. Yeah, look at the back line on that. But they're a dark blue, even have a little purple tint to them. A little purpley tint to them. But in here, oh, I have the light back. Let me pull it up. And plus, they're in a blue acrylic tank, so, you know, it darkens them up. But I have tons of these guys. They just breed. And they're gorgeous shrimp. But yeah, they just like to turn dark. I put a new sponge filter in here. This was the old one. Look, you got them in there living and stuff. Little babies down there. I have babies everywhere in this tank. But you know, yeah, I like plants in all of my Neo tanks. Caridina tanks too, but I don't know. It's see how much they eat. They eat like they haven't eaten before. I feed them every other day and twice every other day, and they act like they never get food. You know, but oh yeah, they're just gorgeous shrimp. Yeah, so these are blue sapphires. They call them blue diamond sapphires. Don't know why, because I have blue diamonds from the Bloody Mary side. And these Those are supposedly from the Bloody Mary side too, but they're all blue. They don't have any. I haven't found any defects in them. Nothing. They're just all blue. Super, super, super pretty. So I got those too. I got tons of stuff, but I just don't want to show you tons of stuff like I used to do. You know. So, all right. I'm gonna cut this one short because I'm filling up my my cichlid tank there. They're just going crazy with the brand new water. They love it. I did the pleco tank. They're going crazy. And then, yeah, again, guys, and girls, if you need plecos, bristlenose, I have them. Tons of them. And, yeah, message me and I'll give you a price. But they're about the ones that are sellable right now. See, I'll pan you over real quick and show you my 333s heading up in there. Sorry about the glare, but the sun's coming in. That's how a lot of my shrimp room gets its real, its true sunlight is from outside. And it's like the shrimp love it, the fish love it, because it's all natural. They get that natural feeling. But yeah, the 333s are in there. But I try to keep it super clean. I mean, yeah, there's, some food. I feed them green beans, cucumber, the pleco, the bug bite pleco formula. It's look how pretty they are. The white lines on their tails. The spots are really nice. Now these are the brown bristlenose, and then also in there you'll notice that, there's tons of albinos too. So I have albino and I have the browns. And the male, he's a monster. Not long. He's not long. He's just a beefy boy. So, there's another 333 under there. Look how pretty that is. They love that wood. Love, love, love that wood. I don't know why I bought that for my wife, and she kind of lost it to the plecos. But, so, yeah, the sellable, I mean, they all sell if you want them, but, price-wise, they go down if you want little ones, little itty-bitty ones. They're super strong, the live, I'm not looking to grow these things up. Look, I'm looking to move them because I get so many of them. My plecos have about, I don't know, 150, 200 babies, let's say every month. So I'm not looking to kill nobody on these. I'm looking to move them, make a couple bucks. So if you want plecos, that are, the bigger ones are about, let me see, I don't want to lie here. What are they, inch? Inch and a half, I think. They're fish in a tank that I can't see, that I can't put a tape measure next to. But anyways, let me see over here on this bag. There's some nice ones here, but the glare is just crazy, so you can't see them. But I don't get rid of the sunlight. Oh, dusty right there. I don't cover the windows. So I literally have, hundreds and hundreds of plecos. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to charge full price, believe me. Look at that big boy right there in the wood. Look how beautiful he is. Let me zoom in a little on him, if I can. I need to take a picture of him if he don't move. See, cheese, yo. There. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm not trying to kill anybody. I'm not trying to grow them up. A regular bristlenose, like you're looking at, goes in the pet store by me in Michigan, goes for $5. The albinos go for $10. Unless you get them smaller, a pet store is gonna, more or less what I'm gonna do is sell them at what a pet store buys them for, before they mark them up and sell them to you. And see, I got all these prices. I know all this stuff. So, like I said, I'm not trying to, as many as I have, if, I'm not trying to get rich off of one Pleco, or or buy a new car off of one Pleco. But if I can sell 10,000 of them, maybe I'll be able to get Luke some new Christmas presents this year to replace the ones that we lost in the flood. So, yeah, let me know if you want Plecos and how many, and I'll message you and give you a price on them. You won't beat it anywhere, I'll tell you that much. And, you see how happy they are, how fat they are. Every one of them's fat. So, yeah, send me a message. Send me a message if you want crystal reds, if you want blue sapphires, orange shrimp, yellow shrimp, blue dreams. I have blue dreams coming out my ears, fire reds, my wild Ketagolons that are, for a wild shrimp, they're gorgeous. The fishbone, red fishbones had babies. They're smaller yet, but the snow white tank is packed. The tangerine tiger tank is packed. Message me. I got shrimp everywhere. Let me know. Snowballs. Yeah, just message me and we can talk. All right. Have a beautiful weekend, everybody. And thanks for tuning in. Give you a little shot of the big boys here. Look at that. I fed them already. Look at the archers. That's the clouded one. That's called a clouded archer, because it looks like a clouds. And then here's like the yellow, the regular ones that everybody sees. But yeah, look at them guys back there all. Look at them all. Give them fresh water. Look, they're all spiked up. Grr. That's my Waru. I don't know. He's got a something. I don't know. My friend owns. Look at the oxygen on him. I'm pumping it right now. I shouldn't have done that, but he'll be all right. They just love this fresh water. I just don't have enough water in a tank to fill this up, and I didn't age it. It's never hurts them none, but I wish I didn't have to do it that way. But anyways, oh yeah, they're all flexed, having a good time. Look at that big Severn. That's the big boy. He's been around the longest. Fish-wise in here. I got these guys when they're about see the one behind the super red. I got him when he's the size of a 50-cent piece. Also with this guy, he's expensive. He was like $30. I can't remember the name of them, but they showed me a picture. Because a lot of Severns, you see pictures and they look pretty and they never color up to that. They're just boring. So he said, "Yep, get this guy." So I got him. But the super reds, my wife likes. She calls him Sunkissed. And that one, I don't know. He's got a name. I don't know. They all got, names. But anyways, yeah, he's got this white stuff on him. Can't seem to see the other side. Nothing. The one side he's got it, but it's really weird. It's like he flares up with it. Like he has something that doesn't get passed on, and he flares up with it. If anybody can help me out, it gets white, like cottony, like it's a bacterial infection. I've treated him. He eats like a pig. There's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with him, but it'll last for. See, look, he's all in the water, liking it. Trying to look for like bugs or something to fall in. I can't see it because of the glare. Yeah, look at him. They love that water with all that oxygenation. And then the line, I got to put that air hose back into that power head. Yeah, I got power head, and I put one of those snake, the vacuum hose ends on it, and I put a big piece of foam in it, and it's like another filter, and I have it stuck down in the gravel, so it's like a gravel vac. It just sits and sucks all the crap out of the gravel. But yeah, good to go. But all right, everybody, if you want anything off me, message me. If not, have a beautiful weekend, and keep an eye out for my next video. All right, thanks for coming. Peace out. Shrimp forever.